you're doing in a rabbit trap, huh? Yeah. You're not much bigger than a rabbit yourself. You know, I got a little guy at home that just might like to have you. Come on.
Hey, Captain. They're fixing the buggy for the missus, so don't squeak when we're way on roundup. What we got here?
Cute little fella, isn't he? I found him in one of Ken's rabbit traps.
Yeah, he ain't a very big little fella.
Come on inside. It's something I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Rob, what'd you find out? Oh, what have we got here?
I was just telling Gus I found him in one of Ken's rabbit traps.
What's the matter? World full of strangers. Do you suppose we can find out who he belongs to?
Nah, I'm afraid he's just a stray. Not really a ranch dog at all. Doesn't act like he's been around horses much.
What about Ken? Did the ranchers agree to take him on the roundup?
I didn't even give him a chance to argue the point. I voted for him.
I think it's a good thing he go along with us this year, and he's sure be happy to find out.
I bet this is the longest day he's ever spent in school, waiting to find out if he can go along or not.
Get up. Get up. Easy now. Easy, good.
There we are. Just like it never happened.
Oh, Flick, I'm so glad you're all right. What about the roundup, Dad? Do I get to go?
Yes, all the ranchers agreed on that.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe they wouldn't have if they'd seen you ride into the yard like you did.
I'm sorry, but I was so anxious to find out. Did you hear that, Flicka? We're going on our first roundup.
First thing you're going to do, young man, is to come in the house and get that knee taken care of before it becomes infected. Come on now. Oh.
That could have been a bad one.
Yeah, worse than that.
Come on up here, little fella. Come on. Up here. That's a great start you made, getting acquainted with Flicka and Ken.
Yeah, he get off on the wrong foot, but all 4 foots at the same time.
Whose dog is that?
Well, I get the feeling he belongs to you since I found him in one of your rabbit traps.
Isn't he cute? And he's smart, too.
Can't be very smart if he walked into my trap.
Only problem now is finding a name for him.
Why do you want a name for him? You're not going to keep him, are you?
Well, we really should have a dog around the ranch. Since Shep died, we haven't had one.
But he isn't much of a ranch dog. Look at the size of him. Look at the way he acts. He ran out and barked at Flicka when she wasn't expecting it. She could have been badly hurt.
You were riding a lot faster than you should. And you know better. He ran out and barked because he doesn't know any better.
I know, but...
You'll get to like him. And so will Flicka when you get better acquainted.
Gus said the little guy looked lonesome. Wonder how that'd be for a name.
Lonesome. That seems to fit. What do you think?
Sure. What difference does it make? I gotta go get some of Flicka's things ready for the roundup. All right. Come on.
Be a good idea for Ken to have another pet. Not have his whole world wrapped around Flicka. Don't you think so?
I don't think it's going to be that easy. I imagine Flicka will go right on being the center of his world, no matter what happens.
Morning, Dad.
Morning, son.
Say, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Shep's old doghouse came in mighty handy. Now that Lonesome's a regular member of the family, he'll have a place of his own, just like Flicka.
You ought to like that.
Flicka's all saddled and ready, Ken.
Thanks, Gus.
You know, he's beginning to take to that little pooch.
Yeah, maybe that little doggy won't be so lonesome now.
Just be off to the roundup, Flicka. Boy, I can hardly wait. Let go of that blanket, you little pimp! Why, you little... Hey, that's my lunch! Look what he did. Chewed up Flicka's prize blanket.
Well, I'm sorry, Ken. We didn't know that, or we wouldn't have been laughing.
Now will you get rid of him? I don't want a dog. At least not this one.
Oh, we must not be too hasty, Ken. It take time for him to learn.
But hasn't he caused enough trouble already?
I guess we're going to have to tie Lonesome up, Gus.
Yeah, I get a piece of rope.
Come on, Flicka. Dad! Gus, come quick! Flicka's limping. She's gone lame.
Let's have a look at her foot.
Is it bad?
Oh, just a little swelling. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
I will put compresses on the swelling.
What do you think it is? Maybe from that fall yesterday?
Maybe a stone bruise, maybe a pulled muscle.
Ken, better you go get Yankee so you can ride him to school. After I saddle up Yankee, should I go for Doc Harrow?
I'll get Doc Harrow. You watch Flicka, see she doesn't move around too much.
Yeah.
Who said you could come along? You go on back home.
Go home, Lonesome.
Here. What's this? You're not supposed to eat your rope.
Ken?
How's Flicka, Mom?
Ken, come into the house, dear. I want to check that knee of yours.
In a minute. First, I'm going to see how Flicka is. Flicka. Oh, no.
Apparently, there was a fracture of the cannon bone when she fell. Didn't bother her much till she started moving around on it. Aggravated.
She'll be all right, though, won't she?
Doc Harrow can't promise anything, but he's doing the best he can.
How long will she have to stay up like that?
1 week. By then, we'll know.
Then she can't go on the roundup.
Not in this condition, no.
Suppose she doesn't get better.
If it doesn't heal right, she won't be of much use.
Not even to herself.
Well, that's all I can do for now, Ken. I'll be back in a week. Then we'll know the answer.
Why'd it have to happen to you, Flicka? You didn't do anything wrong. I was the one riding you too fast. That crazy dog rushing out at you when you didn't expect it. It wasn't your fault. Not any of it.
That isn't doing any good, dear.
Just the same, if it hadn't have been for Lonesome, this never would have happened.
Doc Harrow's taking your dog, son. You won't have to be bothered with him anymore. It's getting late, son. We gotta get started bright and early.
Dad, I guess I won't be going on the roundup after all.
Not going?
No, Flicka needs me to look after her.
But I've been counting on you going along. Flicka will be all right. There's nothing you can do for her till she's out of traction.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I just wouldn't feel right about it. Leaving Flicka at a time like this. I'd be too worried about her.
Son, almost since the day you were born, I've been looking forward to the time when I could take you on one of these roundups with me. I had a lot of things figured out I wanted to show you.
But, Dad, Doc Harrow will be here Friday to take the splint off. I've just got to be here when he does.
It's all right, dear. We understand. Good night, son. It's late.
Night, Mom. Night, Dad.
Good night, son.
I know how you've counted on it, dear. But don't be too disappointed. There'll be other roundups.
Yeah, I suppose so. See you in about 10 days, honey.
Be careful, darling.
You sure you don't want to change your mind and come along? There's still time.
No, Dad. I got to stay with Flicka.
Why, it's Lonesome.
Well, what do you think you're doing here, huh?
Lonesome?
She come back home.
He's always running away and getting into trouble.
Well, I guess maybe we better take him along with us.
Anyway, he don't kick about my cooking, I bet you.
Bye, Dad. Bye, Gus.
Goodbye, Rob.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Good trip.
Bye.
Have a good roundup.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go home, Lonesome. Go on. Go on home.
Well, tomorrow's the day, Flicka. I'll bet you'll be glad to get down from there. I'd sure hate to spend a week like that.
Ken, I'm leaving now. Anything you want me to bring you back from Cooley Springs?
No, thanks, Mom. Just tell Doc Carroll to be here tomorrow, like he promised.
I will, dear. If you get hungry, there's some cold chicken in the icebox.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Don't worry, Flicka. Next year we'll go on the roundup for sure. There'll be lots of times after that, too. Get out of here. You're a no good dog. Couldn't even stay with Dad and Gus. What's that crazy dog up to now? Come here to cause more trouble? If you want to get in that bed, I'll take you before you tear up the whole place. But you got to be quiet. Now, am badly hurt. Can't move. I'm in hollow below Indian Caves, north of Tejon Ridge. Bring help. Hurry. Rob. Flicka, what am I gonna do? Dad's hurt badly, and I gotta go help him. And there isn't another horse on the ranch. Except just you. I know it'll mean if I take you down from the sling, but you're the only one can help me. Please understand, Flicka. Please. Be around here somewhere. There's the Indian Caves. Dad!
Yeah.
Come on, girl. Oh. Does it hurt? Real bad?
It's my ankle. Broken ribs, I think. Bring Flicka over here closer.
I don't think I can lift you that much.
Get the straps out of the saddlebag.
You're not gonna have Flicka drag you.
It's our only chance. Tie my hands together. Hurry, kid.
right, Dad?
Get across the next rise. You should see the camp from there.
Well, she's on her own now.
Come on, Flicka. Show 'em your leg's as good as ever. Get the carrot, Flicka. Get the carrot. You're gonna be all right, Flicka. Don't worry.
Well, that's that.
Ken?
Lonesome! You stop that! Leave Flicka alone!
No, no, wait a minute, Ken. Let him be.
She's running! Flicka's running! She's well!
Well, there you go.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, just because you're a hero doesn't mean you can put your ear in my mouth.
You know, Ken says that you should get a medal for what you did, Lonesome.